here I am. And in the next 15 minutes, I will turn you into the best version of yourself. Are you ready? No, sorry, I didn't listen very well. Are you ready? Yes. Okay. But I think actually not, because you, and you, and you, and also you are the main actors here, not me. I want you to take some time to look around, okay? Look your left first. Perfect. In your front of you, on your right, and even behind you. Nice, thank you. Now it's possible you can describe one of your neighbors, right? But the main goal of this talk is to observe yourself if you want to become the best version of yourself. For that reason, I want to create a more intimate moment. I want you to imagine we are alone on the stage, you and me, in a conversation. It doesn't mean if before you are thinking of becoming your best version as a mother or father, as a boss, a director, as a friend, husband, wife. The key to achieve this goal is as simple as start. As the same as an actor, you are here waiting for your favorite word, action. It doesn't mean you be smiling every day and every scene. It's more complex than that. It means you need to be both aware of yourself or your state of mind, as well your character, and conscious of the changes in your environment. The situation, the change, grows up in you. It's in your benefit and at the same time in the benefit of the people around you who are you playing. All through my life, I discovered two important competences. That is very important, that two competences, because with them, we can develop, we can be our best version. Why do I want to focus on these two competences? Because with them, we can develop our emotional intelligence and become a wiser person. The human being needs both, develop both emotional and rational intelligence to become the best version of ourselves. The first time I heard about emotional intelligence was when I was studying my social education degree. But the most fascinating part was to put in practice. An example I want to share with you, it's about a little girl, Anna, who came to the school where I was working. I will never forget the look on her face. It's like a mask with any kind of feeling and emotion. It was almost as if she wasn't there. Anna accepted me and the other children, embraced her, played with her, but with not so many interactions. One day, her mother comes to me crying, her mother Claudia. I need to tell you something. Always when someone addresses me with that sentence, I felt nervous. It's also the same for you? Yeah, right? And Claudia said to me, my daughter smiled yesterday. And this morning, she did again. It's been twice. She has never done it before. Anna, she 3 years old, and I have never seen her smile before. That situation shocked me very much in that moment. Claudia told to me she was raped by her boyfriend, who became her husband after all. Family life was a nightmare for 4 years. And when his death threats began, she ran her baby to protect their lives. What competence did that woman develop to be her best version? For me, it's a clear example of resilience. Although her child was a consequence of a rape, Claudia loves Anna and never, never, never blamed her for it. In fact, when Claudia realized the importance of smiling, she built a family where never forget to smile each other every day. Resilience is to overcome difficult situations. It's change that situation for a positive thinking and go through them and to be the best version of yourself. I'm confident you have through difficult situations, right? But I hope not so also challenging than this one. Okay, we'll make a real break. I propose you something. Think about those difficult situations in your life, yeah? And choose one, only one. It's not so difficult to remember that difficult situation. Okay, I want to do 3 questions about it. It's also for you, okay? No answer for me. The first one, why did you learn from this situation? In my experience, I learned it, change the negative thoughts to a positive ones, help us to move on. That is what we call positive thinking. I know it's difficult in those difficult situations, to change that negative thoughts. But really, really, we need to try. Think about Claudia. Second question. What kind of skills you discover about yourself? What did you discover was already there? Maybe forgive others, even forgive yourself. These skills are important to achieve the main goal, to know you better. And the last one, did this experience change your life? In the case of the Claudia and Anna, it's obvious, isn't it? Think in your life, before and after that experience. Did this experience change your life? I hope after these 3 questions, you know more about what it means to be a resilient person. But this is much more achieved to improve in a road of emotional intelligence. I can offer you some improvements, for example, to develop your compassion or your communication, improving that things can be possible. Okay, when you are acting of resilience, you are developing at the same time the second competence, self-management. The first time I was managing a team, I was in my 20s. I was in front of a team, 80% male, almost of them older than me, and they had never had a female boss before. Can you see a picture? Yeah? Of course, it was a big challenge for me, but it's not the only ones I faced in that moment. I had just broke up with my boyfriend, and I was really sad. I am new in town. I was feeling alone. I grew up in a traditional family. I am the youngest and the only daughter. I was never educated to become a manager. If I could not handle my emotions, how I could manage the emotions of a team as a leader? Big question for me at that moment. For that reason, I took a decision, try a method, my method. The first part of the method, start learning about my emotions. For that, I needed 2 steps. The first one, stop ruminating. Do you know what that means? Thoughts like, I am very young, never boyfriend around, alone. Stop that negative and obsessive thoughts. And the second step, start observing myself. I read some words to define the feels I have in that moment. Was sadness, insecurity, fear. After that, come back to talk with me and try to change that thoughts in a positive experience, positive actions. For example, go dancing, I love it. Or call my friends wherever they are. I love my friends. I can assure you, after this exercise, I felt more confidence and I had more energy to face the challenges. What I realized in that moment, after that exercise, emotions are not positive or negative. The key issue is how we manage the emotions, our emotions. Don't be afraid about your emotions. Try to go of them and try to understand. That is a good way. After that, I wanted to continue working with my team, although my team wasn't with me. Every time I go out to my office, they were observing me. I remember when I coming back, everyone was looking at me like they wanted to discover something negative about me. I don't know why. One day, I come back with a shopping bag. Yeah? I noticed they were scrutinizing me. In silence, I went to the break room, and I can't hear some words because the door was open. They were gossiping about me. Okay, I went out to the break room, and I said, could you please go to the break room for a meeting? Yeah, really, with that kind of voice, like old school boss, yeah? When they were in the break room, they discovered a big cake. And I said, I wish to celebrate my birthday with you. Come on, enjoy it. It was maybe or maybe not a good way to go for the second part of the method. Share the method with my team. Do you think it was more easy, that part, than the first one? No, it was more challenging than the first one, because never is easy to share your vulnerability, your doubts with your team, even with your family or friends, isn't it? Later on, that kind of leadership was described by Richard Boyatzis, resonant leadership. Practicing resonant leadership, you can develop more secure, more sincere relationships with your team. Even the goals of the company was exceeded for the first time in its history. Now, we are alone. Finally, I can confess something. This kind of success, this big success, surprised me very much. I don't know if I discovered in that moment the magic method, but it works for me. It's in your hand, you try. It works in my job, and in education, in business, and with young entrepreneurs, training emotional skills. Now, after some minutes of my talk, I hope you have in your hands some tools to improve your life. To be able to develop those competence, resilience, and self-management changed my life. I am making my dream real every day, and it's a good way for me to go in my life. But please don't ask me if I have found now a boyfriend, because that is not really important. The most relevant is I have found the friends, the people, what I want in my life, and you know where you are. I have given today some ideas, but the most important is feel free. It's not one method. The only way is to observe yourself, talk to you, take time to do that, and to practice and practice and practice, as the same as an actor and actress that need to rehearsal every time they play. After that, you can use it in different fields, with your family, friends, at work, and at the same time develop your empathy and your compassion. Relationships are very important, and we need each other. Find your method, and you will develop your emotional intelligence, and you will discover the best version of yourself. Don't stop practicing, and remember, you are the main actor in your life. Thank you, danke for Reuten.